welcome back to Louisiana Living. We're here with Tremaine Gordon, who is a candidate for Monroe Mayor. Tremaine, thank you for staying with us.
Yes,
drainage in Monroe is a big problem. How do you address that?
What's going on? We have those sycamore, is it sycamore leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Those sycamore leaves are getting in the ditches and it's clogging them up. We have to get, maybe we need like some vacuum pumps or something, just pump them on a regular. My city workers, they said they want to get paid, so maybe if I let them work some overtime and pump those ditches and stuff like that, then maybe that'll work.
The Monroe Mayor and the council have been at odds, and sometimes it's very, bicker back and forth and widely publicized. What do you think your relationship would be with the council if elected?
I've been on basketball teams all my life, so I love being on teams. So I'm looking like, I know I'm going to win the mayor's seat, but I'm looking to see who I want on my city council. We got Mark Eccles. I love Mark Eccles. He's a man. We got Betty Cooper. She's in the NAACP with me. She's an educator. Mr. Kenneth Wilson, his son. I grew up with his sons. We played basketball against each other, and I went to Gremlin with his sons, so I respect him. I love him. Mr. Eddie Clark, he's a well-versed attorney. And then we got Miss Betty Blake. I love how she controls the city council meeting, but I don't know anybody else that's running. Miss Ezenek, I don't know her. I got to get to meet her. But anybody, no disrespect to anybody else running, I love to get to know you. I don't know the names.
So you feel like you would have a great relationship with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, good. And what would your slogan be? What is your campaign slogan?
Don't vote, don't complain. Everybody says it's time for a change. If you don't vote, don't complain. Today is the last day to register to vote. Go to www.govote.com. GEAUXVOTE.com. Register to vote. Early voting February 20th through the 27th. And lastly, March 5th, I look forward to being your new mayor. Thank you.
And tell me what Monroe approved means. We were talking about that during the break.
Monroe approved, like, I got your back. Just like somebody stamped you. Like, I stamped him. That's my homeboy. I got his back. I stamped him, so I'm voting for him. That means I'm voting for him. Monroe, we'll get some sweaters say, Monroe approved. I told him, if I'm wearing boots, everybody wearing boots.
And what does that mean?
Like, it's a joke. Like, if I'm the mayor, they got to do what I do. One day a year. If I'm wearing boots, everybody. You got some boots? If I'm wearing boots, everybody wearing boots. You got some boots?
No, actually, well, yeah, I do.
Get your boots ready. Get your boots ready.
What else would you like to mention to the voters out there, Tremaine?
Out of all four candidates, just don't vote because I voted for him because my mother voted for him. No, get to know all four of us and see who was the best fit for you and your family.
You mentioned the NAACP. What organizations are you involved here?
In the NAACP and the GSU Alumni Association.
We mentioned
Monroe Watchtower chapter.
During the forum, we got a few minutes left so we can tackle some more of the issues. What about the issue with water? We have a good water supply right now, but what would you do to maintain that water supply here
right now in Flint?
To maintain the cleanliness, since Flint, Michigan is on the mind of people.
In Flint, Michigan, what's going on there? They have lead in their water, lead-tainted water. So what we could do, we could maybe put some chemicals in it that would make it safer to drink, and we could test the water on a regular basis. So I need somebody who's in the water department. I need a leader in the water department that I talk to all the time. And lastly, what do I want to do? What do I want to say? I want to teach my citizens how to test their own water. That way, I'll know if they test their own water. I know if it's coming from the north side. I know if it's coming from the south side, or I know how to handle it. What area I need to focus on.
And how would you go about cleaning up the trash or vacant houses around the Monroe?
A lot of my city workers they want more money. Let them get some overtime. Let them work overtime, or I could just, those trustees get out there, or we could do, like, these kids need something to do. Let these kids do. I help. Get these kids something, get them something to eat, and we'll pick some trash up. But the main thing is stop littering. Don't we have a slogan in Louisiana? Don't mess with Louisiana or something like that. Stop littering. Y'all need to stop littering. Y'all know better.
All right, well, Tremaine, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to having you back, and good luck with your campaign.
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, ma'am.